Hello, welcome to my Psychic Tarot reading on the college entrance exam cheating scandal involving many celebrities and wealthy elite people cheating their way and paying their way into colleges, universities, okay, and elite universities at that. So let's get into the tea. I have a few questions. I want to know what will be the outcome of this situation. And then lastly, the spearheads or the faces of this scandal are Lori Loughlin, I don't know how to say her name, Aunt Becky, alright, and Felicity Huffman. So I want to know what's going to happen with them. So let's get right into the tea. If you would like your own personal reading from me, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I am available for bookings. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button as many times as you need to so that you get a notification whenever I go live. Also, make sure you like this video and follow me on my social media pages. At Lamarr Townsend is my Instagram handle, and on Facebook, Lamarr Townsend Tarot. Let's get into the tea. Okay, so my first question for the cards is what's the outcome? What will be the outcome of this college cheating situation? All right, let me just turn the brightness on my screen a bit. What will be the outcome of this college entrance exam and admissions cheating scandal? According to people.com, this involved dozens of individuals in a nationwide conspiracy that facilitated cheating on college entrance exams and the admissions of students to elite universities, as purported athletic recruits were arrested. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, that just gives you kind of a background, but apparently people were arrested. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just reading from literally, notes on my phone here. People.com, because there's just so many people involved in this situation. I was like, I kind of need to get a handle. Usually I don't always look up what I read on, but I was like, I need to do a little bit of research just so I can get a handle of what exactly and who exactly is all involved. So what's the future of this college entrance exam scandal, this cheating scandal? I have to say, I went to college. I had to fight to get to college. I had to fight to pay for college. All right, I had to, use my FAFSA. All right, my student loans. So, I was quite shocked and appalled, to be honest, by the story. And I don't personally understand why, but I'm don't want to put my opinion too much into it. But I just don't understand why wealthy people can't just use their, credentials to, just leverage that. I don't know. I just want to see what's the future, what's the outcome of this college cheating scandal. It's a weird story, y'all. How do y'all feel about it? Let me know in the comments below. What is the future outcome of this college cheating situation? Are more people going to get arrested? What's going to happen here? Is there more to the story? I think people went into this situation knowing darn well, there's something about this that doesn't feel right. Paper trails. There was worry about paper trails. There was worry about things coming back to bite with the Ten of Wands showing up in the past. All right. But I think there's something about this scam where it's like once you're in, you're kind of sucked in. And I also feel like there's an aspect of it where it's like if you wanted to get out, it's kind of like, well, we will spill the beans on you and, you will get outed, So it's like, it's almost like a Ponzi scheme in a way where it's like once you're in, you really can't get out. Once you pay your money, you're locked in. It's kind of what I get. Yeah. Ooh, the Ten of Swords here, y'all. All right. And I think people are spilling the beans. I think people are ratting people out. I think there are people, where it's just like people are really worried, especially people that are involved in this scheme. They're worried about, things coming back to bite them in the butt. I would be a bit worried. I do think there's a man who's the spearhead of all of this, though, who's trying to calm everyone down, trying to let them know you'll get your money back, this and that. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of swords in these cards, and it's not looking too good. I think, you know, people's reputations, a lot of people's reputations are just going to be tainted, all right, completely. You know, if they haven't been already tainted, I think they're going to be more tainted. I think the media is going to take this, you know, I always see this as the media for some reason. I think the media is going to take this and drag certain people through the mud. It's interesting because I see two prominent people going to jail possibly. You see the male and the female with their hands behind their back here. I feel like two prominent people could end up going to jail or getting really, really caught up. So I don't know if they're actors, actresses. I feel like there's something about media attention here, though, because this is always my media card in this deck. So there's something about two prominent people getting caught up, I think. Alright. Not looking good, though, the cards. In terms of the outcome of this situation. I don't think it's going to be good. I also don't think it's going to be good for the children involved. I think it's going to taint the children that are also involved. I don't know why I see a social media aspect, so I don't know if there was a social media network or aspect connected to this this scheme as well. Like, I don't know if like a network or an app or something was created specifically for the people involved, for the kids or something like that. Because I see the children are involved, the children are intimately involved, but it's almost like the children, there's an innocence about it when it comes to the children. This energy is really weird. I'm just not really feeling it, to be honest. It's just really weird. Just very shady energy, alright? I think in the end, it was all about money, this whole scheme. You know, in the end, it was all about money. All about money. All about money. You know, it was all about money. But I think there's also something about this man who's the spearhead of this company, this whatever situation, where he's actually a good salesman. And I'm looking for the card with the man in it that I was mentioning earlier. This man right here, I feel like, I don't know why I see him as the spearhead. And I know it's like such an insignificant thing in this picture, but I see this as the spearhead of this whole thing, and he's like a good salesman. He's good at persuading people. This guy right here. All right. So, you know, it's kind of that element of saying once you want, you know, going back to this, I was saying once you get sucked in, you get sucked in. It's like you can't get out. You're locked in. And there's almost like a blackmailing aspect to this as well, where it's like, well, if you try to leave, we'll blackmail you, kind of thing. So I don't know what went on exactly with that, but it does seem very secret society-ish, very secret hush-hush-ish. And I almost feel like a lot of the payments went to this man specifically. Like, they went to this man. I'm not sure. It feels like a very shady process or system that this kind of scheme was built on as well when it comes to exchange of money. All right, I do see that. But I just feel like a man and a woman are going to be compromised in the grand scheme of this whole situation. So I don't know. Maybe the man and the woman are married, are in a relationship together. It could be this prominent man that, you know, I see, you know, here. I feel like he's definitely going to go to jail. But I feel like there's also two other people, a man and a woman. All right. So could be African American. They could not be African American. I think the woman may get a lesser sentence. Alright. But I definitely see a man going down. Along with the owner of the company. But I think in total a lot of people are going to go down. I think at least This may be a stretch, but I think at least 7 people may end up going to jail or getting, you know, prosecuted in some way. All right, y'all. Ooh, Lord. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with the story exactly, so I don't know if people have already been prosecuted, to be honest. Well, no, it said people have been arrested. All right. So, but I feel like major people, like prominent people, you know, whether it means prominent in terms of the media, celebrity, public eye, or just prominent people in terms of the scheme of this scheme, all right, the you know, the hierarchy of this scheme. Prominence can also be, you know, it doesn't always have to be in the public eye. Prominence can be behind the scenes, you know, people pulling strings behind the scenes as well. So, all right, let's move on. What is the future of this college scheme scandal for Lori Loughlin, Aunt Becky from Full House and Fuller House? What is the future for Lori Loughlin? What's the future for Lori Loughlin? And after this cheating scandal, I wanted to say in Fuller House, but she's been fired, right? So I guess, you know, we know that. But what's the future of this cheating college scandal for Lori Loughlin? It's always the ones you don't expect, you know? Like, Aunt Becky, really? Wow, alright. I just hope Uncle Jesse's clean. Uncle Jesse was one of my favorites on Full House, I have to be honest. And I had the other uncle, I can't remember his name. Alright, the son here in the past position. Okay, so that's for children. There was how many children were involved in this scandal for Lori? Were there 2? Were they male and female, or 2 females? I feel like Lori's mostly worried about her money. She just wanted to make sure her money is good. You know, that in the end all be all, she still has money to live off of. You know, trees that are still planted firmly in the ground to pluck. You know, that kind of thing. But there's definitely conflict for Lori, all right? There's definitely, you know, a change in the tide in terms of the dynamics in her relationships, you know, her network. I do feel like certain people have kind of shunned her, all right, for sure. And I feel like there's something where she's going to have to, like, fight for her reputation, all right? She's going to kind of have to build from the ground up there. The media. You guys, the media. Is she the woman in this picture? Lori. Is your husband also involved? Child. Alright. There's something, Lori, where your past is going to be drudged up. Your past is going to be... It's going to come back full circle. I don't know what I mean by that exactly. But I do feel like your biggest worry is your money and your work. Alright? Work drying up for you. Work... becoming harder for you to navigate. But I do feel like you're going to end up fighting back. I do worry about your you know, how the courts will be for you, because the same cards that are showing up for, you know, what I saw as the man and woman going to jail are showing up once again for you. So once again, I'm not saying there's a possibility for jail, but I do think there's a possibility for prosecution, some type of potential charges. So I would definitely say lawyer up and do some candles while you're at it, Lori, to be honest with you. All right. And I think if your husband is involved, please tell him to be quiet, because there is something where he has the potential to mess things up in some way. So, you know, don't have him talk to the media. Don't have him, you know, represent himself in court, you know, for goodness sakes, all right? I don't know what your husband does, or, you know, I don't even know what he looks like, to be honest. Let me see what he looks like, actually. Hold on, you guys. Lori Loughlin husband. Ooh, one of the things that comes up is Trump. Husband Trump. What is that about, Lori? Okay, we'll look into that a little bit later. Where Lori Loughlin? Okay, so maybe your husband is involved in this situation as well. Not surprised. Oh yeah, yeah. He should be quiet, Lori. He should be quiet. All right. He should definitely be quiet. There's also something about him where he's scammy. Like I feel like this isn't maybe your first time getting caught up in something scammy with this guy. But okay. Maybe let's pull a few more cards for Lori. I do think there is something worry over your star power as well. You know what, Lori? I wouldn't try to remind the media about, all the work you've done and all the amazing accomplishments. Just keep going. Keep making more accomplishments. Keep moving. I feel like that's really the way to overcome this. Because I don't think fighting the media is the way to combat this. Alright? Or fighting the media's portrayal of you. Which I feel like may be your strategy. So I would maybe get, a crisis management group. Or, that kind of thing. Alright, Lori, I'm gonna have to let you go and move on to Felicity. Felicity, is that how you say her name? Felicity Huffman, y'all. Alright, hold on. Felicity Huffman. Yep, Felicity Huffman. What's the future of this college cheating scandal for Felicity Huffman? But there's more people I see involved in this. No names I recognize, really. But there's more people involved in this. I don't recognize any. Okay, so now I understand why the media has chosen Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin as the spearheads or the faces of this movement. This cheating scandal movement, because I'm looking at the list and I don't recognize any other names. And like I said, these are all prominent people. Like I predicted, they're all prominent people who, pull strings in the background. But, I don't know. Alright, let's see. What is the future of this for Felicity Huffman? For some reason, I feel like there's something about Felicity. I don't know if she went to college. She wanted a better college, a better education for her child, like legitimately. But there is something about Felicity where she feels like she's not that savvy when it comes to today's world, when it comes to today's way of doing things. So I feel like she just got pulled into the scam. It was kind of like, well, I have the money, so why not, This will help my son kind of thing. So we'll say Felicity has more of a genuine energy when it comes to this. I think she just genuinely got duped. But I think there is something about Felicity where her kind of instinct started to kick in and it was like, wait a minute. There's something fishy about this. And I feel like, I don't know if she has a son. I feel like it was a son that she kind of did this for. I feel like her son was kind of like the one who was like, I don't know if this is actually the thing you want, Mom. Like, I don't know if this is such a good idea. But I think there's also something about the son where he started to realize the perks that he was getting from actually getting away with this scam, this scheme. I think that got the best of him. So, I don't know. Let me see. Was it Felicity? Does Felicity have a son, you guys? Let me see real quick. Just Felicity Huffman, college. Child. Oh, it was for a daughter. Okay. Oh, it was a daughter. I don't know why I see a male energy, a male figure. Alright, well, I'm going to stick to it's a male figure here. I think this is a male energy, even if it was Felicity's Huffman saying go for it. So I think there's something about an energy behind Felicity's, with a male energy behind Felicity when it comes to this daughter in this college scam. Or maybe Felicity has a son that we don't know about. I don't really know, but I'm sticking to it's a male energy. As far as Felicity, I feel like Felicity has more of a wiggle room to kind of wiggle herself out of the situation into a more appropriate place for the public eye, alright? The public opinion. So I feel like there is something about Felicity's story behind this where it was kind of like, I'm really innocent. I really thought it was something legitimate. I really thought it's kind of like that kind of thing I get from Felicity. Where it's kind of like maybe she really didn't know what she was doing. Although, you know, we kind of have to side-eye that as well, right? A little bit. Because you always know what you're doing with your money, or you should. But nonetheless, I feel like there is some sympathy, some sob story that Felicity is going to come with to kind of help ease her, you know, blowback from this situation in the public eye. But I do think Felicity's going to do something, you know, such as donate to charity or do something in honor of, you know, I messed up, you know, I did something wrong. I feel like she can end up donating to charity or doing something for a school, doing something for education, but it's like in her honor. It's like, you know, I want you to know that I did this to right my wrong kind of thing. So, alright, Felicity, I'm not really too worried about you. I think I'm more worried about Lori, and maybe the other people. But I think there's, you know, some saving power, staying power for you. Alright, so that's good. Just trying to see if I see anything else. Felicity, I think you need to burn candles too, but there's something about you where I think you already burn candles. So, you know, I think you're into that kind of spiritual thing. Alright, so subscribe over here, Felicity. We would love to have you over here, I think. Alright, but thank you so much for doing this reading with me. I appreciate it. I don't know why I feel like Felicity, you know, down the line is going to do something in portrayal of this or in remembrance of this. Like, I don't know if she's going to play a specific role. Felicity's really going to do the work, I feel like, to, like, win the adoration and good standing in the public eye again. You know, I really feel like she's willing to do the work. So that's what I see with this. Love you guys. Thank you for watching and listening. Remember, if you would like your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading from me, then check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I am available for bookings. And also make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell next to the subscribe button as many times as you need so that you get a notification whenever I go live. And I appreciate you so much. Until the next video. Love and light.